Well, I don't have to tell you because I'm sure you are all aware the holidays are coming. There is so much to look forward to. I know we've got family, friends, food, but even though there's so much good, for many of us, the holidays can bring up some really mentally challenging seasons. Maybe for you, you struggle with social anxiety, and the thought of seeing 10 or 20 or 30 family members all at one time feels a little daunting. Or maybe there's a lot of stress around the thought of just being able to have the money that you need to give your kids the gifts that they really want this year. I know that everyone has a unique experience when it comes to mental health. I've struggled with this anxiety thing before, especially for me, when my to-do list is a lot longer than my what I have time for list. Have you ever been there? Because if so, you are not alone. Someone in the Bible found themselves in a similar place. In the book of Genesis, we learn about Jacob, and there's a lot packed into his story, but we're gonna jump right into the part where he is experiencing some big family drama with his brother Esau. So basically, here's what you need to know. Jacob stole Esau's birthright, which meant that he inherited everything from his dad instead of his brother. And Esau did not like that, obviously, and threatened to kill Jacob, obviously, and so Jacob wisely ran away. And he didn't see his brother for 20 years, until a time when he sensed that God was nudging him and saying, hey, it is time to go and meet up with your brother. So, let's just talk about anxiety. This whole thing starts to get worse because as Jacob sends word that he's coming to meet Esau, he gets word that Esau is on his way to meet him and he is rolling squad deep. For real, Esau is coming with 400 men who are charging right towards the brother who stole from him. It says this, Jacob divided his household along with the flocks and the herds and camels into two groups. He thought if Esau meets one group and attacks it, perhaps the other group can escape. Ever try to plan your way out of something, a place that you don't want to be, rather than stop and praying first? Me too. You see, here's the rub. When God told Jacob to go connect with Esau, he promised to take care of him. But at the first sign of trouble, Jacob got terrified. He panicked. He chose his plan over God's power. Now, his anxiety wasn't wrong. His anxiety was a sign that something was wrong, and he could choose how to respond. And you can too. So when things don't go according to plan this holiday season, how will you respond? Will you plan first or pray first? Will you run to God for help or will you run in the other direction? Will you try to figure it out on your own or will you be open and honest with others who can encourage you and point you back to God and to truth? This year, don't let anxiety have the final word, no matter what happens at the dinner table, because you've got God on your side.
Thanks so much for tuning in to Thought in 3. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with everything happening at the Journey.